Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the new category, Power of Wishes, that's arriving in the 8-year anniversary. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right in. So this is actually going to be the 90th category in Dokkan, which is pretty insane, given the fact that I would say the limitations to a lot of these categories, unfortunately, doesn't make it as fun as I think it should be. And having especially units that are like on 4 or 5 different categories with a catalog of 90, I think from here on out, if a new unit doesn't have at least 8 categories on there, I think it's a mistake in Dokkan's design. So we'll see what happens in the future. I think these new LRs that's dropping for the 8-year anniversary is going to have a lot of categories, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at Power of Wishes, and this is a interesting category, however fairly limited and small. So the only thing I'm showing you here is mostly all the LRs, TURs, and the SSRs. I didn't show the rest, so the little plus sign here is showing that there's a bunch of other SSRs on this, but in relation to this category of itself, we want to just look at the LRs and TURs, right? So when you look at this category here, so the definition to this is who's on here is individuals who were granted wishes or been affected by wishes, and I feel like there's a few that's missing. I don't know. Of course, that's Dokkan for you, feeling like there's a few characters that could have been added onto this, but you look at least you have like Orange Piccolo. LROP is currently the best unit in the game. We'll see if the new Spirit Bomb LRs are going to be better. But when you start looking at the rest of this category here, it doesn't like mesh very well. So I'm expecting that the new units are going to have a second or third 170% lead to go ahead and counteract the limitation of this. Now, here's what I don't want is I don't want this to be the 30% boost, because that then limits the 200% boost for the leader skill. So hopefully this is 170 and they're going to add something else on top of it. I'm rooting for Final Trump Card, right? I think Final Trump Card needs 170% leader, and I think either one, the GT or the Z unit, is going to have that leader skill. We'll see. But a lot of people were hoping for like Z Heroes as a new category, which we still could. Like that could be the 91st category in the game. But when you look at like Orange Piccolo, great. But who is he going to link with on this group here? Again, hopefully they'll add something else to go ahead and do that. Now, Orange Piccolo is interesting because you want to have superhero units on the same turn for him to transform early, if not 6 turns, and I would say that would diminish his effectiveness quite a bit. Now, again, longer events, it really doesn't matter, but I kind of look at that for Orange Piccolo. Now, Murzumasu, luckily they have all the Zamasus generally on here, and I think that's going to be beneficial overall if you're running a Zamasu team. Again, these are going to be super class units, so extreme class units doesn't really balance very well, and you look at like a Murzumasu with LR Rosemasu, that's like amazing 1-2 punch. But you have like Golden Frieza's, like who is he gonna link with in this category here? So again, very interesting now how they're building here. You have Kaioken Goku, and then you have the free to play base form Goku on there. I hope he EZAs soon, because again, he's a fantastic support unit, and for free to play players, he's actually very, very useful. Then you have some other free to play LRs. Again, I can see that some of them are going to be useful on here. You have 2,000 Day Goku on here, which I'm hoping that 3,000 days isn't going to arrive till April, but maybe they do something special where it's kind of leading into that, and he's already EZA'd, so I don't know, do something special for that unit there. I think that's such a great like flex that you've been playing the game for so long that I would like to see that unit be more used, especially in this anniversary, this 8-year anniversary that's focusing on Spirit Bomb, right? You have a couple other units on here, LRs on here, but like the TUR is fairly limited. Now you do have like Tech Ultimate Gohan. Of course, he just continues to be relevant for a very, very, very long time, and I do love that. You do have like Namek Goku, EZA, Then you have the Trunks and the Zamasu on here, the transforming Trunks and Zamasu. I think Zamasu's on here, right? No? AGL Zamasu's not on here. Huh. You have other Zamasus, but not AGL Zamasu transforming. So that's again, they're like, okay, what is this distinction between one Zamasu versus another Zamasu? The AGL Zamasu should be on here. That doesn't make any sense why he's not on here, because he transforms into Merge Zamasu, and Merge Zamasu's on here. So that's a miss there. So I'm guessing, or I'm hoping, that they take a relook at this and make sure that they add some units that's supposed to be on here that they totally missed. So that's a glaring miss comparable to the other units that's on here. So anything else that really jumps out? Not really, right? When you look at the overall amount of units on here, not all that impressive. So if you kind of break it down a little bit more, so if you look at it a little bit closer here, you look at, again, like those LRs are useful units on here. I kind of check mark some other units that are like, okay, that's going to be very interesting on this here, like Mecha Kabura and like God Trunks, and like this unit here that's a support unit, just like this Goku Black there. Those are going to be fairly interesting as well. And again, like, we just look at the limitation. It has to coincide with another category that's going to make this useful. So, making this, they should have done like people that have done wishes and has been powered up by wishes as well. So when you look at the second grouping here, yes, you have like Transformation Frieza. I guess that's going to be the unit that you have the 1-2 punch with. I just noticed that here. I have a different slide that's going to talk about like who you're going to link them up with. And I don't see any other like future EZAs besides like Trunks and hopefully AGL Zamasu here, Transformation Trunks of Zamasu, that would really start to upgrade this category. So yeah, you have like the hero units on here, but hero units are generally used best on hero teams, not on separate teams there. But I did take a look at this, like, okay, who are you going to link up with? And I did put a question mark in the Golden Frieza, but it's the EZA Frieza, which I'll actually do right now. We'll do live recording edits right here. But what I'm taking a look at here again is how viable the category is by itself. And as of right now, it's not very viable, and that's just not a good idea, right? It's like you're leaning toward having relying on other categories to make this more relevant. So let me go ahead and grab, where's the AGL? Oh no, sorry, the tech. So right there, boom. So he becomes relevant on that end. So like how I'm looking at it now is how I'm looking at it right now. If the LR Spirit Bomb Z and LR Spirit Bomb GT aren't first position units, then you're kind of running like an extreme team or extreme first position with Golden Frieza, and then you have Piccolo, but Piccolo is going to be in a sense just that wall, and he's going to be on a team with not that many superhero units on there. So yeah, it's very interesting, their decision on this. I don't know what they were thinking. Now, what I'm hoping for is to make this more relevant is if they EZA these two units, these two LRs here, and that's of course Gobros. I've been asking for Gobros for EZA for quite some time here now, so at least a few months, and then of course Banku here should EZA as well. So I can see that these two will make it more relevant, especially if they're going to be first position units, and I think would make it a lot more strong overall when it comes to at least the LR portion of things. The TOR is already kind of limited, and again the Trunks, Transformation Trunks, and again if they add the AGL Zamasu on here, that's that could also beef it up. But how it's correlating with the Spirit Bomb Z and Spirit Bomb GT, again, we don't know the details of those units yet, but as long as some of these characters link well with those units, or they're going to be in the same rotation of itself, I guess that could be okay. So anyway, that's kind of my initial look at Power of Wishes. It's, again, a very interesting but very limited category. Again, 90 categories now in Dokkan. So if you guys are listening, Akatsuki and Bandai and Dokkan in general, make sure if you are releasing new units, it's not going to be like a amazing unit, for example, like Chilai, right? Chilai is an amazing unit, but she's on 3 categories, making her virtually, unless she's running on those categories, not very useful overall in the game, right? So stuff like that really bothers me, that they're limiting. Like, how dare you introduce a unit with only 3, 4, or even like 5 categories now in a pool of 90 categories? So anyway, stop rambling on that, but tell me what you guys think about the Power of Wishes category. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. So thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.